All right. Alexa, tell me about the movie Violent Night from 2022.
From Wikipedia.org, Violent Night had its world premiere at the New York Comic Con on October 7, 2022, and is scheduled to be released in the United States on December 2, 2022, by Universal Pictures.
Yeah, that's not incorrect.
No, it's finally correct for once. Yeah. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Yeah. Or specifically, Merry Christmas Eve, because this episode will be coming out on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever done that before.
Never. No. No,
So
we've slacked in the past,
but we're really bad at this.
It's okay.
I didn't even finish setting up the set, honestly.
Oh, you didn't?
No, because all the Necodongos are just everywhere.
Yeah, it's all right.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean we got our game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our Christmas sack.
We got our Christmas sack, and Godzilla has the Christmas hammer, Skull Crusher.
Skull Crusher, yeah.
And
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. What more can you want for a Christmas setup?
What more do you need from Christmas? As we found out.
Yes. It's just the belief.
It's all about the belief.
That's all it's about. Yeah. Well, I'm Mike.
I'm Johnny Juicebox, and this is B-Views.
B-Views Holiday Special.
I guess we can call it a holiday special. It's not really any different.
Yeah. But we watched a Christmas movie.
Yeah, we watched a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
You know what? We did watch a Christmas movie in the past.
Yeah, we watched Polar Express.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we did that on a Twitch stream instead of B-Views.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we froze halfway through probably doing it.
Probably.
I mean, we probably did. But it's okay.
Because all of our Twitch streams are just like, oh, wait, we're frozen.
Yeah.
Everyone stop. Stop what you're doing. We're frozen.
Pretty much. Yeah, but we saw this last night at the theater.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a very, very, very fun movie.
If you have not seen this movie, go see this movie right now.
I agree.
This movie is amazing.
It is. It's very fun.
New holiday staple.
I think it may be.
Yep.
I think it may be.
100%.
I think I'll probably watch this with you and Sav.
Yeah.
I don't think my nephew would be ready for this yet.
No.
I don't think so, because there's a lot of blood. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of swearing. I mean, I could bring it up to my brother, and I don't think he would approve of that. So. I think maybe my dad would watch it, but
I could see your dad liking
I think he could
movie.
like this. I think he would like this.
But
yes, it's a fun movie. I didn't expect it to be maybe a Christmas staple.
No?
But it's a Christmas staple in my eyes as of now.
Yeah.
Right now.
It is maybe the most Christmassy movie I've seen in a long-ass time.
From the theater?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I really never
Or new Christmassy movie, I
agree.
should say.
I agree.
Because, like, this movie, it like, everything is Christmas.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, yeah. So, like, if you guys don't know, basically the premise of this is a family gets taken hostage, and Santa...
Yeah, so we can talk about the plot.
And Santa has to fight the hostage takers. Yeah. The kidnappers, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. They're thieves, technically. Yeah. So has to fight the thieves.
Yeah.
Because he gets stuck in the house too.
Yeah.
While he's delivering presents.
Are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Santa just brutally kills a bunch of people. And none of us expected this movie to be heartwarming and adorable and great.
Nope. And it's all of them.
It really is.
It is.
It's so much of it.
And the thing that I'll talk about it in a little bit more in the things that I liked and the themes is that it incorporates a lot of old horror or Christmas movies. So you get the Home Alone.
Yep.
You know, you get almost Elf and Santa Claus and the belief factor.
Yep.
You know, it's very fun like that. And I even motioned to you when they were beating that guy. You know, it's like Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
You know, when Shaun and Ed were beating the shit out of the zombie.
And they're just
pummeling
beating
him.
that guy.
Mm-hmm. And that guy was in, I was going to tell you during the movie, but we were watching it. He was in Freddy vs. Jason.
Who?
The guy who played Krampus, who was getting his ass beat. You know, he was one of the.
I know. I've seen
one of the two guys from
things.
the psych hospital.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
And he doesn't actually play the character of Krampus.
No, he's just.
All of the thieves, all the people involved in this, they all have code names that are based on Christmas things.
Yes. Yes.
So like one of them is Frosty, one of them is Tinsel, one of them is Gingerbread, I think.
Yep. Gingerbread. Yeah.
One of them is,
I think it's Candy Cane.
Yeah, Candy Cane, because she had the peppermint thing on her head.
Yep. It's fun. It's so fun. And you got John Leguizamo,
who's great,
who is very good in this.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a very good bad guy.
Yeah.
He's going back to his roots where he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And you got, of course, David Harbour, Sheriff Hopper.
Been a long ass time since I've seen Luigi in anything.
I know. I like Luigi. Mm-hmm. You know, I thought I would like that Summer of Sam or Son of Sam movie because he was in it.
Yeah.
That Spike Lee movie.
Yeah.
It was not good.
No.
No, that movie was very bad.
Did he play Son of Sam in that movie?
No. No, he was one of the main protagonists in that movie. It was very disappointing.
It's a bad movie?
Yeah.
Did you say Spike Lee made that?
He did.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so we got David Harbour as Santa.
Yep.
Yeah.
David Harbour is Santa Claus.
Yep.
And no one else will ever be Santa Claus to me ever again.
Screw Tim Allen.
I can't unsee it, you know?
Yeah.
And this is the problem, is every time I see him, I'm just going to be like, that's Santa Claus.
I know. Oh, no. It's okay. It's okay. Santa Claus loses his hammer as well. I thought that was really cool about the movie.
I think a lot of things were really cool about this movie. I disagree with the teens that were talking about the movie outside.
They have no idea.
They're dumb. They're young. They don't know anything about shit.
They don't know much.
They don't know shit about anything. They're too young. They're too stupid.
Well then, sure.
No, I just assume that they were raised by YouTube, so they were told that everything is a plot hole.
Yeah.
Which is not true.
How old were they? Well, they had to have been over 17.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, they looked like they were either, like, first year in college or, like, seniors.
Oh, okay.
Maybe juniors.
Okay. All right.
But they were just like, yeah, it was a pretty good movie, but it was just filled with plot holes. And it made no sense. And I was just like...
And then we talked about
It's a movie about a magic being that delivers presents to you in the middle of the night. And you're an idiot.
Right. I mean, I thought it was a pretty structurally tight film.
It was a very tight film.
That's why I was the thing I don't understand about what they're talking about is that Santa Claus even addresses that in the movie. I don't know everything, and I don't understand it, but I guess I'm Santa Claus.
That's what I'm interested about from this, because it makes me interested in their Santa Claus lore. Because
I cannot believe I'm actually talking about Santa Claus lore.
I love it.
I cannot believe I'm ever speaking about it.
And I have a lot to talk about in the themes of this movie, too, because so much of it ties back
in time.
So much of it ties to Norse mythology and, like, old folk tales and shit, and I love it.
Yes.
It's such...
Okay.
Everything about this movie is crazy.
Okay. Well, let's... since you just brought up the plot...
we have to start the plot.
I mean, you did. You kind of just gave the plot.
Well, I gave a short plot, but I want to go a little more in depth into the plot.
Okay, then go ahead.
We need to, talk about shit in this movie.
So we're doing a plot to plot?
Not a plot to plot,
but... Okay.
But I want to talk... Basically, it's going... The good in this is going to almost seem like a plot to plot because it's going to oh man, remember that one part? And remember this? This was so cool. But basically, there's a rich family. The Lightstones. Lightstones. I kept thinking they were saying Whitestones, but it was Lightstone because when he opened up his list, I love the effect on the list. How it's just like those two scroll things, and every time you open it, it just opens to whoever.
Yeah.
Either they don't really fully describe it whether
they don't need to. I mean, they don't need to describe
because
that.
at times it seems like Santa doesn't have control over which present he pulls out of his sack.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll just be like, ha-ha, oh, ha-ha, Like, that's not what I was looking for.
Right.
And I legitimately do love that Santa was just like, yeah, it's Christmas magic. I don't know how it works. Because with the background they give for him, it makes sense that he wouldn't understand how it works. Because he's not from that world.
No.
And
well, plus too, we can start about how the movie began. How he was in the bar.
Yep. And that scene I remember from the trailer.
Yeah.
The original trailer that dropped.
And he was in England at that time.
Was he?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, when the movie starts, he's in England.
I didn't pick up on that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess everyone did have British accents, though.
Yes. Yeah, they were British.
I guess I just never picked up on it. There's probably a scene where he flies past Big Ben or something, and
I don't think so. No.
No, there's nothing that makes it obvious that he's in England.
No.
It's just because he's in that little pub and everyone's British. To be fair, that's probably enough.
I think that's enough. Yeah, but he's going on about how he just the thought of Christmas is just, I mean that's just my personal opinion. I mean that's kind of what I see Christmas as these days, where you just get another president, then here's another one and another one and another one, and instead of like smaller, cherishable gifts, you get games and let's go on to another present.
Yep.
He's bitter.
And Santa is just like, man, these kids, they love their present for all of 5 seconds until it's time to open the next one.
Right.
All right. We got Santa, who...
That just explains the whole thing.
Yep.
Until he meets Trudy.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I like about this movie, is it's very much like... Usually in the movies we get like Santa Claus or some agent of Santa Claus, like inspiring like other people to believe in Christmas. And this time it's like a kid who's inspiring Santa to believe in Christmas and that it still has value.
Yeah.
And I love that idea.
I do too.
It's very...
It's reestablishing faith and something that, older people forget about.
Yeah.
Because you go on about your day, and you kind of, this is just another day.
Also, at one point, Santa said that they're elves.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see elves in this movie. I want to see what this version of elves look like, because I
see if it's Will Ferrell.
I bet they're monsters.
They're
They're like some kind of like Norse demon thing.
That'd be great. That'd be cool.
Or trolls, or I don't know. Right. There's other shit exists in this world, obviously.
Yeah. So obviously we established that Santa is bitter. He likes to drink. Yeah. He likes to forget about things.
Santa is a drunk in this movie.
He's a drunk. Yes, he is. And then he goes on delivering the presents, and then we meet Jason, and then we meet Linda, and then we meet Trudy.
Yep.
In Illinois, which I pointed out that to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, how did you know they were in Illinois? And then it was the license plates.
Right. Well, that's an ongoing joke that
it's an ongoing joke where
we've had a movie night for a little while now.
Hey, that's an Illinois license plate.
And then what movie was that? Was that Spiral?
It was
I think that was Spiral.
Yeah, but not the one you're thinking of. It was Spiral, like the gay movie. Yeah. It was about the gay couple.
Yeah.
Not the other Spiral movie that I don't remember. Or not the Jigsaw one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like when you say Spiral now, everyone thinks of the Jigsaw movie.
Yeah, but that's
Did we do an episode on that movie?
Spiral?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Huh. No, but we were talking about the license plates and how they don't mesh with the current at that time the Illinois license plate.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it wasn't the land of Lincoln at that point.
And then my wife was just like, stop talking about license plates. So we just kept sending
Yes.
gifts about license plates back
Yes,
and
and then we
forth.
kept sending pictures back and forth.
And
of
now
license
every time
plates.
there's a license plate, one of us is like, "Hey, look at that license."
Hey, that's where we're at. Right? Yeah. Anyways, they're in Illinois
And it turns out they're rich and
very rich. With Beverly D'Angelo.
Yep.
That's another Christmas trope. Going to Christmas vacation since she's Clark Griswold's wife.
Oh, that's who that was.
Yes. That
was the mom.
Yes. Yeah, that's
I kept being like, man, I recognize her.
I mean, she's much older.
I couldn't put my finger on who she was, and it's probably because I haven't seen her in any movie past the 80s.
Right.
But, like, I knew I had seen her somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's great.
Yep. Another Christmas movie they mentioned here. I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is kind of, because they have that imagery of, like, the all the people with the guns and the Christmas stuff and everything. Man, everyone's shooting everything in this movie.
There's a lot of shooting in this movie.
Also, Dirty Little Horror did this as a regular episode, I think. And this is not a horror movie.
No, it's not.
And even if you want to be like, oh, well, it's a home invasion movie, it's not a home invasion movie.
No,
this is not a horror movie.
This is an action film.
You're cheating on your core concept.
I know, I've really never listened, so you would know better than I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not even remotely horror. No, this is like Die Hard.
Yeah. This is literally Die Hard.
Yeah.
In fact, the post-release trailers all described it as, it's like Home Alone crossed with Die Hard.
Oh, then
which is
perfect.
Literally what this movie is.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is.
Because I was just like, I don't know what that means, and then I saw the movie and I was like, I understand exactly what that means.
Right.
I was wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you have two converging plots, or two different plots. You have Santa, who has broken into this building and is now trying to escape, but also, like, take out the bad guys. And then you have the little girl who escapes and is, like, trying to hide in the attic from the bad guys.
Yeah.
And they even make a point in the movie where they're like, yeah, she just watched Home Alone for the first time, and she was, like, obsessed with the movie.
Sure. And she did a lot of the Kevin, like pranks.
Yeah.
On what's his face?
Yep.
Those guys there.
In
Joe Pesci and
the most brutal scene in this movie, they take a bunch of pranks from fucking Home Alone.
Oh my God. Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. We'll talk about that then. Things we like though.
So
basically, that's kind of the plot.
Yeah.
Santa losing his faith.
Yep.
Meeting a child.
Yep.
And then restoring his faith.
Yeah.
And then obviously you have the human aspect where you got these horrible people, rich, greedy.
It's like Schitt's Creek in there.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's really like the Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah.
I mean, you get terrible people. You still got the daughter from the Righteous Gemstones. Yep. You don't have Kenny Powers though, but
no.
You got those just terrible people.
No, they have the guy who plays James in Twilight playing the son-in-law.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
He
Morgan Steele.
Morgan Steele, that's right. I was like, I don't know, his name's really stupid.
Morgan Steele.
He plays Mark Wahlberg.
He does. He does.
Because if I remember right, that was a Mark Wahlberg thing.
It was a Mark Wahlberg quote.
He's literally delivering a Mark Wahlberg-esque monologue about how if he had been on the planes during 9/11,
how fucking stupid.
I think his exact quote was like, "There would be a bunch of people skydiving over Connecticut."
My God.
And I was dying in the theater.
You were. I didn't remember that. I tried to forget that.
I did, because I will never forgive Mark Wahlberg for any bullshit he does.
I don't mind Marky Mark.
I hate him.
I liked him in Boogie Nights.
I have never seen him in anything I thought he was good in.
He was very good in Boogie Nights.
I didn't see it.
You've never seen Boogie Nights?
Nope.
Oh my God, John.
Because I hate Mark Wahlberg.
He is very good in that.
He's a giant piece of shit who hate crime somebody.
Burt Reynolds is in that. It's a good movie. Julianne Moore.
Burt Reynolds died recently.
He did. Sadly. But anyways, we defer. And then we got, like I said, the human aspect, the shitty people and the greed, and then you got John Leguizamo, the guy who wants to get rid of the rich people, take their money.
You get a sense of like who all of the villains are as characters in this movie.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Like you get John Leguizamo, who has like this insane backstory.
Right.
That like he monologues to people in this movie.
Sure, I'm glad you may or may not have killed an old man.
He's got like an insane backstory about how one year his father got laid off, so there was no Christmas, so he snuck into his neighbor's house to steal their Christmas like the Grinch. But he scared the grandpa on accident and he fell down the stairs. But maybe he pushed him. I don't know anymore. And
Jimmy Martinez.
Is it Martinez?
Yeah. AKA Mr. Scrooge.
Yep. My name will be Mr. Scrooge for the evening. And then we get like the one guy who he fights in the
I didn't catch his name.
I think that one was Frosty.
I don't know.
I think.
I mean, if that's the case, then that'd be fitting because he went on to a big old ice spike.
Not that one. I'm talking about the game room one where he got stabbed in the eye with a star.
That was awesome, and then he plugged it in.
And then he just kept coming, so he plugged it in, and it like set him on fire. And I love his delivery when he's on the walkie-talkie. He's like, "Hey, if I don't know who that is, but if it's that one guy, he got stabbed in the eye with a star, and then he caught on fire."
I just loved it when he was talking with, I think it was Trudy, or was he talking with John Leguizamo when he was actually still on fire, and he was laying on him, and he's still on fire.
He's talking to the little girl, and he's just saying all these nice things about being Santa Claus and stuff, and meanwhile, there's a guy whose face is on fire next to him.
With a star in his head.
Guys, this movie's great.
It is very fun.
Also, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean,
go see this movie.
Yeah.
I already told you, go see this movie.
Yeah, before you watch this, you should have already seen this.
Yeah, you should have watched this movie.
Yeah.
Go watch this movie.
Right, I agree. Anyways, so yes. I mean, that's the gist of the plot. All right, let's talk about the things that we liked.
Oh my god. It's like a list.
I mean, we should probably talk about the things we didn't like before the things that we liked. We probably should, because there isn't going to be many of them.
I ain't got nothing. Alright, CGI blood.
Yeah,
I don't like CGI blood.
I know you don't. I know.
And there was a lot of it in this movie.
It was.
And I get it, it's to save money and continuity or whatever. I'd rather less continuity and real blood than more continuity and shitty fake-looking blood that doesn't make sense.
Right.
That doesn't move the way things are supposed to move.
Correct.
It looks like a goddamn cartoon. And
it does.
In my eyes, if you're going to make it a cartoon, just make it a cartoon.
Right. I agree. I agree.
That's all I have for it.
I don't know if I do. Except, I mean, the progressive in me didn't want them people to survive in the end.
I did feel like...
It's
for
like,
a Christmas movie, just enough people died.
Yeah. It's like, the rich people, they survived.
Yeah, but they learned a lesson.
I know. Did they, though? I mean, did Beverly D'Angelo really learn a lesson? I mean, she was didn't really care. She was like, I believe.
Yeah, but she killed that guy at the end.
Did.
So
she did.
All of the women in this movie, save the bartender at the beginning of the movie, kill a guy in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, Candy Cane doesn't kill a guy.
Mm-mm.
There was another woman with them.
Was there?
Yes, that they show, and she kind of disappears, and I don't know where she goes after that.
Probably David just destroyed her brain with his sledgehammer. I was gonna nudge you too. I was like, oh, well, he found his Triple H in him then. He's seen the hammer and he's like, oh my god.
I like how when his sleigh comes back at the end of the movie, when it has Skull Crusher and it has a little note that says, "Thought you might need this."
Yeah, a little late.
Mrs. C.
Right, a little late.
And he's like, "Oh,
that would have been useful a little earlier."
I just love how much David Harbour just rips into things in this movie. Like, he's so pissed at the reindeer all the time.
He's very angry. He's an angry drunk.
An angry Santa.
Yeah. I just like how that one guy got that piece of coal, and then he just took his beer.
Yeah, because there's a great montage during the opening credits of him actually going and delivering the presents and stuff like a normal time. And when he gets to this one house, it's like there's a kid in a crib, and then the dad is sleeping on a recliner, drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives the present to the kid, and then like puts a lump of coal next to the dad and takes his beer.
Yeah, just takes it.
Like takes his six pack and leaves.
I just like that Christmas list too. Cash, video game.
Yeah. I like how vague it is.
I know, right? It's like, oh, I guess you get cash.
Video game. Like, huh? He's just so pissed at everybody.
Right. And I think he's very disgusted about the cookies too.
Yeah, because every place he goes to, the cookies they leave out are vanilla wafers.
Right. Yeah.
It's like vanilla wafers and then like milk. Uh-huh. But it's just like montages of him just like pocketing cookies and drinking milk. Yeah. And just being appalled by the milk.
It's good stuff.
I think it's when he finally gets to their house and he has the cookies like, ooh, homemade, and he starts like pocketing all the cookies.
And then he starts drinking.
And he drinks the milk and he's like, skim, and like dumps it in the fucking ice bucket. Like the Santa is like a fucking disease that comes into your house and wrecks your house.
He's a horrible person.
Because like there's that one, I think he like full on does a spit take of milk all over the fucking place.
Right.
So I was just imagining like Christmas morning, you show up, it's like, oh look, a present, and there's milk all over the fucking place. What? It's one of the things where I was like, how do people not realize that Santa exists? And like I don't know, every Christmas someone breaks into our house and dumps milk and breaks cookies and shit all over the place like an animal. Yeah. Well, also, why does our house smell like booze?
Yeah, right. Oh, shit. Alrighty, Johnny, let's hone in on some other things that we liked.
I like a lot of the lore they kind of imply in this movie.
Yeah.
Because in this movie, they say Santa has been alive for 1,100 years.
Yep.
And
married for 1,100 years.
Yeah. Well, something like that.
Yeah.
I think he says he's been Santa for 1,100 years.
That's a lot of years.
So,
that's so many years.
So, like, they actually have flashbacks to him. And the reveal of it is so great because, like, he gets stabbed in the side and he, like, pulls his coat and everything off. And all of a sudden, he's covered in, like, these fucking Celtic and Norse tattoos. Right. And then it just, like, flashes back and it's him wearing a fucking Viking helmet. And it was like, holy shit, Santa was like a Viking.
And it makes a lot of sense because the director is a Norwegian director.
Really?
He has never directed an American film.
That's great.
Do you remember the movie Dead Snow?
Yes.
He did Dead Snow.
Oh my god, that makes so much sense.
Yes.
Ah, that's great.
Did we watch that for movie night? I swear we did. No? No? Okay.
I just know that movie.
Okay. Yeah, because I always seen it on like the front
page.
The
Nazi zombie movie.
Yeah,
that movie makes no sense.
No.
And the sequel makes even less sense.
Yes, I know. Yeah. Yeah, but so it kind of makes sense because he is Norwegian.
Yep.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
So that, Santa Claus was a Viking, and he's got shit tons of Viking tattoos.
Yeah.
Which, if I remember right, culturally, that wasn't actually as much of a thing as people associate it with Vikings. A lot of things that we associate with Vikings actually came out of like neo-Nazism in the 80s.
Well, that's not good.
No, like, you know how like they have a lot of those like weird mullet or dreadlocks and stuff like that. All of that came out of neo-Nazis in the 80s.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Or in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah. Like those were not traditionally Viking things.
Okay.
And that's why a lot of people had issue with it when all of those visual tropes showed up in like the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Okay.
Where people were just like, yeah, this is really accurate to what Vikings were like. This is like that weird neo-Nazism thing.
Right. So is that why that crazy guy with that like crazy thing on January 6th had that Norse tattoo?
Yes.
Yeah, like that Odin?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the Odinists are a fascist neo-Nazi section of pagans.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It especially sucks for people who do worship the Norse gods.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shitty.
I had a pin in my pocket.
Okay. Cool. Anyways,
I was gonna put my pin on for the shoot, and I didn't.
put it on.
He's Loki.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'll just put it there.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with it.
Okay. All right. Very random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna have another Norse thing. We'll put them up here with the runes.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Remember, that's a redemption on our Twitch. You can do rune readings, rune casting, and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, going back to the things that we liked.
Yeah. I like how violent this movie is.
I do too.
If you're going to go full-fledged with a premise like this, it has to be over the top, and this movie is over the top as shit.
I agree.
Krampus is on my list of things that I like in this movie.
The guy.
Yeah, the character. Because there's a part where they're like, all right, torture him and with the nutcrackers, and they like break his finger with the nutcracker, and he's like, hey, guys, stop, this is over the top. It's not a finger cracker, it's a nutcracker. So he's like, candy cane, put his nuts in the nutcracker's mouth and smash his nuts. And she's like, I'm not touching his junk. And he's like, Krampus, will you do it? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, that's why I like psychopaths, because they're up for anything. Right. And like, that dude is having so much goddamn fun with that role.
Right.
And the only thing that makes me sad is he will not be in the sequel.
No, he's dead.
Because they've announced that there's going to be a sequel to this movie.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. And Mrs. Claus is going to be in it.
Maybe Charlize Theron.
Maybe. But, like...
That'd be sweet.
Do you think she would do this movie?
Why not?
I don't know.
Why not?
I thought she was more of a serious actor now.
So was David Harbour.
Is he?
Yeah.
He does, like, Stranger Things.
Yeah, but he started with... he got his big break with The Departed.
Which is not, like, a serious movie.
Sure it is.
It's kind of dumb.
That's a very good movie. Oh, Johnny, here we go.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
I assume it's the same as, like, Closer and all those other thrillers where it's just, like, someone's missing or something for some reason. They gotta find him.
It's about Whitey Bulger.
Who?
The Irish mob boss.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, the guy was on the FBI's most wanted list for, like, 30 years. And then he was caught.
When?
Probably from the 80s on.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, and Jack Nicholson played him.
Huh.
It's very good.
That's weird casting.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, I think, one of his only Scorsese roles. Yep.
Oh, all right.
Very good movie. Watch it. Yeah, you should watch it.
All right.
Ron Perlman. Huh?
David Harbour is Ron Perlman, didn't you know?
Sure.
They look exactly the same, except one of them looks like 10 years older than the other one. I'm not going to say which one looks older.
Oh, my God. Oh, Johnny. What are we going to do with you? The other things that I like about the movie, I mean, what do you not like about this movie?
Oh, my God. Everything about this movie is great.
I love that violent sequence when they were playing Bryan Adams in the background. I was like, oh my God, are they seriously playing the one Bryan Adams Christmas song? I don't know why they picked that Bryan Adams song, but I liked it.
I like when they were just... I like how often people just machine gun random things in this movie because it's very funny.
And that snowblower scene, it reminded me so much of Fargo.
Oh my God.
It reminded me so much of the wood chipper in Fargo. I love that.
Yep.
I was like, oh, there's a little bit of a trope to Fargo.
Yep.
I like that.
When Santa just goes fucking bananas on those
That's what he finds his Triple H sledgehammer.
When he finds a sledgehammer and just goes nuts.
Yeah.
He kills like a bunch of...
He's a madman.
A bunch of soldiers.
Yeah.
Kills the kill squad.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm sad because that one scene was in the trailer.
What's that?
The grenade scene. The one time he uses the grenade. It's when that guy goes to throw the grenade at him and he takes the grenade away from him, stuffs it down his shirt, and then like kind of hobbles away, and then he like stops and he goes, I have to watch. And like turns around and watches it explode and goes, holy shit.
Yeah. I thought one of the best deaths in this movie was John Leguizamo.
Yes.
I mean, dude, that was
brutal. He gets dragged up a chimney.
So did his like body like separate, or was it just his head?
What do you mean?
John Leguizamo.
What do you mean separate?
I mean, was like his body in like pieces?
I didn't think it was in pieces. Okay. I thought it was just like crushed into tiny pieces.
Okay, I thought
into a tiny like amorphous blob.
Right.
Because it was pretty fucked up.
It was
great.
It was.
I forgot his code name, but his name is Bjorn.
Oh yeah, Bjorn.
He has a really fucked up death scene in this movie.
He does.
Yep. Because he's the one who gets home alone.
Yeah.
But he gets like the tall guy home alone, where he just keeps getting hit with different traps.
Yeah.
Because they like almost act out a full blown Home Alone scene in this movie.
Right.
And because it starts with like they find the stairs and she's like, oh no, they found me. And he looks at it and he's like, oh, you're gonna have to hide the booby traps if you want to catch us. But like the actual trap, I couldn't tell if it was just because it was broken or if she did that on purpose.
Okay.
But she probably did it on purpose, right?
I would imagine.
Where, like, I think it was 2 steps above the nail.
Yeah.
It was the step above the nail was broken. Yeah. So when he stepped on it, he, like, fell and it jabbed him right through the fucking chin.
That was brutal. Oh my God.
And then, like, he pulled himself off of it, and then he got hit with fucking bowling balls. Yeah. He fell backwards onto a bed of nails. Onto a bed of nails and razors.
Yeah. And then he gets up again.
Yep.
And then a bowling ball with the nail hits him in the head.
Yep.
And then he dies. And then Candy Cane
gets stuck to the glue traps.
Yeah. And then she pulls off half of her hair.
Oh.
And that was David Harbour, which I always thought was hilarious. Cover your eyes, cover your ears. Let's sing Jingle Bells. Yeah. Turn away.
Look away. Cover your ears. Cover your eyes. Sing Jingle Bells.
Yeah. because I'm literally gonna mash this woman's head into the ground.
They don't even show it.
No, they don't.
She's, I think, the only one that they.
I thought I wanted them to
they
show
don't
that,
show,
but they didn't.
Yeah, because she's like legitimately one of the evil ones.
Yeah.
And I love how many times they catch him and they're like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Santa Claus." And they're like, "Ha, very funny." He's like, "I'm Santa Claus."
Right.
He has great one-liners.
Uh-huh.
The one-liners are perfect in this movie.
I love the one-liners.
But that was one of my favorite scenes, was that first time when he calls him Jimmy, and they're just like, "Boss, how did he know your name was Jimmy?" and like he's just like, "Oh, and what's your excuse, Bjorn? I gave you the Huffy that you wrote me like 50 times for."
Uh-huh.
And he's just like, and Kira, you made your brother eat worms. That's naughty.
That's naughty. Yeah. Shit. There are just so many of those, and it's funny. It's so absurd.
It's so good.
It's so absurd because you have to take that step back and say, "This is Santa Claus."
Yes.
I mean, there has never been a thing like this.
No,
never.
I don't think I've had this much fun at a movie since I saw the Deadpool movie.
Oh, yeah, is that right? Okay.
Because I was looking forward to the Deadpool movie because I watched we watched Blade Trinity for the first time. I was just like, Ryan Reynolds is just playing Deadpool in this movie.
Right.
And then like we saw the Deadpool movie, and I was like, "Oh, this is," or the Wolverine movie, and I was like, "Oh, this is so good." And then like it was bad after.
Uh-huh.
But then the Deadpool movie is just such a perfect tone for that character.
I agree.
And like I love this.
Uh-huh.
This is such a fun tone for a Santa to take.
It is.
It's great.
Uh-huh. It's fun.
Yep.
Super fun.
It's such a fun movie, and it's got so much heart.
Yeah.
And it wants to teach you things, and it wants you to feel good at the end of the movie.
And it does.
And it does. It succeeds at that.
It does, very much so.
You don't see a lot of movies that are like that anymore.
Nope.
It feels like every movie wants to make you sad and hate everything.
Right.
Except Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Uh-huh.
That's a nice movie.
I need to watch that again.
Yeah. And Dave Made a Maze. Dave Made a Maze is really good too.
Yep.
But this was a
wholesome movie.
Wholesome
with a lot of violence.
Wholesome, gory, and profane.
Damn right. Damn right. What more could you want?
Yep.
What more could you want?
Yep.
It restores your faith in Santa.
Yeah, kind of does.
Yeah. Yep.
I believe that David Harbour is the real Santa.
Yeah. Yeah, he's no longer Sheriff Hopper.
No.
He is 100% Santa
Well,
Claus.
I mean, if you saw that last season, he's not really Sheriff Harper anymore anyway.
No, he's just some...
It's a completely different character.
He's just some Russian PO, prisoner of war. I know. Anyways, we want to go on to the themes because we already talked about the bad, which there isn't really any bad.
There's nothing ugly.
There's nothing ugly.
No.
Let's talk about the themes.
All right. Well,
I mean, we already kind of hinted on that.
We hinted a little bit on
Norse mythology and Celtic.
I thought it was very interesting because we don't know exactly how he became Santa Claus.
And we don't really need to know how he became Santa Claus.
We don't.
I mean, it would be cool, but we don't need to know.
But a lot of Santa Claus mythologies seem to date back to this concept of the Wild Hunt.
Okay.
Which is this old folk tale in Scandinavia, actually kind of all over Europe, really. Okay. But specifically the Scandinavian one. We're going to look at that because it's the Norse one. And there are a couple of different versions, but essentially it comes to a man in a big white beard who leads warriors, the ghosts of warriors, through the night, and they come calling at people's houses.
Okay.
And it's very interesting. A lot of it is has to do with if you hear the call of the wild hunt, don't open your door because you'll be letting them in and they'll either kill you or give you money or...
Oh, okay.
It's kind of vague and differs a lot.
All right. Okay.
Like, sometimes they give you money, sometimes they give you, like, meat from the hunt. Sometimes they invite you to come with them, which is bad because they're dead, so you die.
Sure.
Or, like, in some stories, like, you answer the call of the wild hunt and they appreciate your enthusiasm, so they pour food down your chimney. But in one case, the story was like they poured food down his chimney, but it was so much food that it suffocated him to death and killed everyone, and they crushed everyone to death inside. It's just weird stuff like that, so it makes it fun where it's like, oh yeah, he's like a Viking warrior, and the concept that he would become like Santa Claus, who kind of is a figure that kind of emerged out of this concept of Odin, who was traditionally the leader of the wild hunt.
Okay. So Odin is Santa?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's wild. I don't know if I've ever heard of that before.
I mean, it's not 100%, but like,
Sure.
It's theories about things.
Sure. Yeah, because, I mean, we don't really know, so...
Well, yeah. Also, mythology is all fucked up because the only mythology that existed is mythology that was okay to exist past Christianization. So...
Right.
Even a lot of it specifically says, like, for instance, Beowulf specifically says it was edited from the original version to survive Christianization.
Okay.
And, like, the prose Edda and the poetic Edda were both collected with very specific, like, political purposes in mind, which were to try and convince Iceland to become one country with Norway, I think it was, by sharing their, like, being like, look, we share this culture.
Right.
So obviously we should be one country, and that it didn't.
Right.
It didn't work. But the book was literally written to serve that political purpose.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of makes all of it, and all of that was also written after Christianization. So none of it's very accurate, or at least it doesn't seem to be very accurate based on like relics that we found and things like that.
All right.
So the reality is a lot of Norse mythology, we just don't know anything about it.
All right. Okay.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild. That's even wild to think about. Wow. Wow. Anyways, wow. Cool. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Any other themes or symbols?
I mean, there's obviously the themes of the true meaning of Christmas and things like that.
Yeah, we kind of hit on that.
Yeah, we hit on that enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
but
remember,
you need to watch this film.
Yeah, go watch this movie. Watch this movie a second time if you haven't.
Yeah.
It's good.
I may watch this again.
I will definitely watch this again at some point.
Yeah. I mean, within the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's a fun movie.
It is.
Go see it, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go enjoy it.
Yep. Final thoughts, Johnny?
Go watch it. Watch this movie. It's great.
Right.
There's too much in this movie. Like, I feel like listing all of the things that I love in this movie would be listing all the things in this movie.
Yeah.
And that's a thing we can't afford to do on this show.
Uh-huh.
Especially since this episode is 49 minutes so far.
Yeah.
So, we made almost an hour-long Christmas special.
Good. First one.
Sure.
Yeah. You got to make it long.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got to make it long.
Yeah. Next year we may have, maybe a couple special guests.
Ooh.
Why not?
Maybe.
Why not?
Maybe we'll have special guests next year.
Hey, make it like a big thing.
Maybe we'll have special guests in the future.
Maybe they're going to be, what were we talking about last time? What was it? Cheap Trick? What was that?
Cheap Trick. Cheap Trick. They're coming.
I think that's what it was, wasn't it?
Jeff Leroy on our next episode.
Yes. Jeff Leroy. Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, please.
If Jeff Leroy ever finds these,
please
he's
do.
Be pissed.
Please do.
I think I technically threatened him in that last video.
I think you did.
I promise I'm not threatening you.
Yeah, and that video, when we're filming this, has not come out yet. By the time this releases, please do not kill us, Jeffrey Leroy. Please don't.
Please don't kill us.
It's the holidays. It's a holiday time. Please don't.
Please don't sue me. I have no money. I literally have nothing for you.
Nothing. They got shit. Yeah, but that maybe in the future we'll have some guests with us. So.
Who knows?
Yep.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
It would be fun.
Yeah, but final thoughts, watch the movie. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Add this into your Christmas repertoire of films to watch. So
this is like the Christmas movie.
Yeah. Go into this movie with zero expectations.
Yeah. Alexa, say Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Stop that! Alexa, stop!
We're gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, shit.
Son of a bitch. Oh, lovely, John. Good job. You're gonna have to cut that out.
No, I don't.
No. Okay. Anyways.
Just put a long beep sound through it.
Anyways, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Yeah. Happy Merry... What is it?
Happy Merry.
Happy Christmas Hana Kwanzaa, I think that's what it was.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, cool beans.
Yeah.
Have a very Merry Christmas tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning is Christmas.
Yeah.
And drunk David Harbour is coming to your house to beat you with a hammer.
Yes.
So make sure you be good.
Yes, Paul Levesque would be very happy.
I don't know. He doesn't like the blood in the show anymore.
I know he doesn't.
To be fair, people were cutting themselves with razor blades.
They were.
So
yeah, thanks a lot, Ric Flair. Douche.
You know, I was watching Young Rock, and even in Young Rock, they talk about that being a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's just like, yeah, like, that blood, yeah, they would always hide razor blades in their sweatbands and stuff, and I was like, holy fuck.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, Foley used to do that all the time.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't think Foley would have to. I figured Foley would be like, punch me in the fucking face!
Yeah.
Throw me off the cell!
Yeah. Yeah, they would get that laceration in the forehead. That's what they would do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right.
Okay. Merry Christmas, everybody. Get that booster. Make it safer for you and your family. Watch all of our shit. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Ooh.
I was wondering what the fuck he's doing over here. All right, thanks, everybody.
Alexa, say goodbye.
Goodbye.